Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge, 5:32 a.m. Central Standard Time, December 7th, 2019. We have Clubhouse blended whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. Oh boy. I like the label in a way. It's like brown with this, I don't know what you call that color, like a cardboard, light cardboard color. All the Clubhouse products are the same label, just they have different colors: red, aquamarine, brown. I think the brandy is purple. I saw all these at Savannah Discount and Discount Depot on Tuesday. They had the vodka, which is a red label. There's a rum, a dark rum, light rum, spice rum. You know what I mean? Gin, I think, is a green label. The light rum is the aquamarine because I have that one. And then we have the brown label here. Oh man, they look like some kind of food service label, though. Really, when you think about it, it looks like when you see those autocrat food service trucks, like they deliver to colleges, schools, and colleges. Autocrat foods. But anyway, I mean, that's what it is. Is a basic product, $6.99 for a liter. So what the heck? I saw it over there at Savannah Discount this year, and I said I'll try it. I don't have much confidence in it. And then I did a solo review, which I posted this morning, and I gave it a C-. I said it's not exactly bad, but it's very low average. It's so dark. It's crazy. Drewski Brewski says, cheers, 11111. Okay, and cheers, 11111. Back to you. All right, make sure I get the right labels. Okay. And then, all right. So I have the right labels. Now, Kentucky Gold, introduced in 1992. I've always joked. I said, if this is the Kentucky Gold, I'd hate to taste the silver or the bronze because there ain't much happening here. There's an old whiskey barrel hanging from a chain with the gold liquor running out of the barrel. See? Kentucky Gold, blended whiskey, the gold label. And in the back with the fancy Heaven Hill seal. Choice blended whiskey. Oh, man. Now I can get 750 and 1 liter glass bottles of this in Baton Rouge. And it's not sold right here, but in the Baton Rouge market. But this 375 has been enough experience for me. 80-20 blend, 80% grain neutral spirits, 20% Kentucky straight whiskey. Age 36 months. The character and taste a connoisseur desires and expects. Yeah. Does a connoisseur drink this? You say, yeah. The blended whiskey connoisseurs, they drink cheap blended whiskey. Okay. So the gold, Kentucky Gold with the 1992 Drop Shadow logo. They probably never changed it in all those years. I'm going to go watch Golden Girls. I'm going to go drink Kentucky Gold. All right. I'm going to watch Full House and drink Kentucky Gold. Now, Clubhouse. It just said, like I said, blended whiskey with natural flavors and caramel colors. Bottled by Kentucky Standard Distillers, Bardstown, Kentucky. Zip code 40004. Quality Control Distillers. How you like that name? Quality Control Distillers. Bardstown, Nelson County, Kentucky, 40004. Because it's the same place. It's Heaven Hill. Now you might say, well, I looked on Heaven Hill's website. I didn't see no Clubhouse. And I didn't see any Kentucky Gold. You're not going to see it. Now they'll say, here's our whiskeys. and you click, and it'd be like Elijah Craig and Evan Williams and whatnot. Old Fitzgerald, Kentucky bourbon whiskey. It's so expensive. You say, but what about all these low-life brands? Forget about it. Even Diageo with their low-life cheap Scotch whiskeys like VAT 69 and whatnot, they'll show it at least, but if you click it, nothing happens. It's like there's no section for more information. It's just VAT 69, which they also make a VAT 69 gold, which I've seen. Is it any good? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Be curious to try VAT 69 and VAT 69 gold. The only way you can find out about these two blended whiskeys on the Heaven Hill website is you go to the little area where it says product specifications, and you click that, and then you look at blended bourbon. Blended whiskey. It still won't show them. You say, well, I don't see it. Doesn't show anything. Right. You go to the very bottom of that. It says blended whiskey, just the word blended whiskey. If you click that, then it brings up all the ones that they're too ashamed to even mention. Like Quality House blended American whiskey, Kentucky Gold, Clubhouse, and all kind of funny names. I ought to look it up real fast. Let me look it up real fast because it's too comical. It's too comical. All right. They even joked about it on their own website. On their own video, like whiskey.com went over there and took a tour of their distillery. And the German guy was like, well, what do you do when the whiskey does not come out the proper way? And then the glib tour guide says, he's like obviously a brand representative for the company, like the hospitality guy. He's like, ha. He said, well, then we use it for our blended whiskey. Ah, he laughed out. I was like, golly, ridiculing your own product. But of course, the people that's drinking Kentucky Gold and Clubhouse ain't going to be on the internet watching whiskey.com tour Heaven Hill, I don't think. Now you say you're judging. It is true. I'm making an assessment of what I think the people are doing. Okay. Heaven Hill. Here we go. Heavenhill.com. Heavenhill.com. See, at least once you click on and put your age statement, every time you go back, you don't have to keep putting your age statement. You don't have to keep, oh, well, no, retraction. Now they're making you do it. It was like that on Tap Into Your Beer for a long time. It was like permanently locked in. But now every time you go to Tap In Beer, you got to, it's so irritating. Now here, look at, like they say, all brands, Admiral Nelson's rum, Ansock Cognac, Burnett's flavored vodka. Oh yeah, we get a lot of those at our local store, and they buy those flavored vodkas like crazy. Burnett's London Dry Gin, Blackheart Premium Spice Rum, Carolyn's Irish Cream Liquor, Coronet VSQ Brandy, which I've never had, and not to mention I've never even seen in Louisiana, Christian Brothers Brandy, which everybody knows about that. All right, so then you click on American whiskey. Click. Bernheim Original Wheat Whiskey, Elijah Craig, Evan Williams, Fighting Cock. That's a famous bourbon. Shows one of those roosters that they used to do the fights with. Now that's like politically incorrect. It is kind of cruel making these birds kill each other so you can bet. That's the old savage days of America, as opposed to the current savage days of America. Henry McKenna, Larceny Bourbon, Mellow Corn Whiskey, Rittenhouse Straight Rye, Pikesville Straight Rye, Parker's Heritage Collection, Old Fitzgerald. You see, they show those. Nah, neither one of these they show. So you go to, no, I'm not going to find a brand. I could do that one day. I might check it out. Product specifications. Product category. Blended whiskey. Brand name. Heaven Hill, Kentucky Deluxe. That's a KD. I bought that before in Texas once. Philadelphia Blend, which Michael Komaroff bought up in New York. T.W. Samuels, that's sold here in this town. And then there's a brand called Blended Whiskey. Obviously, that's not a brand. You click there. Oh, Aristocrat. Bourbon blend, 80 proof. And you got different configurations. Not going to read all that. Aristocrat Spirit Blend, 80 proof. I'm not sure what the difference is. Clubhouse Blended Whiskey, DSS. I don't know what that means. But they only sell that. That's the one I've got. That's 80 proof. Country Gentleman Spirit Blend, DSS. Which Distiller's Pride. Guggenheimer. Howler's Reserve. J.W. Dant. Kentucky Bow. I bought one of those in Mississippi. You'll see. Oh, wait. There's Kentucky Bow Black and Kentucky Bow Green. I bought the green label. What's the difference between the black and the green? I don't know. Maybe because the green is charcoal filtered. I know that's the case with Elijah Evan Williams. The black label is not charcoal filtered, and the green label is. Kentucky Gold, which I have here in this house at this moment. Kentucky Supreme, Mattingly and Moore, Newport, Old Mill, Paul Jones, Private Cellar, Quality House, Royal Spirit, Sir Walter, Wilson, and the last one is Wilson. So this is all these brands that you don't even know about unless you look on the shelf and happen to run across them, because they don't even mention them on the website unless you look at the product specifications. All right, calm down. Craig Swenson says, good morning or evening. Working night shifts feels so odd. I used to wake up to these dawn busters. Now I'm ready for bed. Have you ever worked nights? No. When I worked at Taco Bell and going to college, I had to work till like 4 in the morning once, and I was miserable and I hated it. Maybe twice I had to do that. I was like, I ain't doing this. I'll quit. So no, I've never worked nights, and I don't want to. Wow, you're up early. Cool. Yeah, I got up at about 3:25. No. 3:15. I was laying there since like 2:40 though. I said, well, I'm wasting time here. I just soon get up. Thanks for watching, JRod84. All right. Dark. Look how dark that is. You say, wow, that's really dark for a blended whiskey. Well, it has no age statement, which means it's aged at least 4 years. It's in a barrel for 4 years. As cheap as this stuff is, $4.99. I mean, $6.99 for this liter. And Kentucky Gold would be like $8.99 for a liter, I think. And if you go to Baton Rouge, you can't get it around here. All right. Yeah, there's no, unless I'm missing something. No, there's no age statement. And there's no blend ratio. Is it 80-20? I don't know. It's got to be at least 80-20. It has to be at least 20% straight whiskey. Then it'd be bourbon whiskey, but straight whiskey. If it goes below that, they can't even call it blended whiskey. They have to call it spirit whiskey. Oh, but you can go to Walmart and buy spirit whiskey, like Rebecca Creek and all that. Well, I never bought it. Southern Comfort is spirit whiskey liqueur, very famous. All right, but anyway, but could this be a better ratio? Could it be 25% straight bourbon? It could be. We don't know. And apparently we're not going to know. But we know Kentucky Gold is, I know this is the Kentucky Gold because it's straight up gold. And this one is straight up brown almost, like a deep amber. That's because they got coloring added. Tells you on the dang label they have caramel color added. No big deal. No big deal. Caramel color is added to thousands of food items. I don't care what certain internet bloggers say, like, it's going to cause cancer. You're going to die. Wrong-o. Wrong. Wrong, babe. Now, this one is gold, and it is aged 3 years. And it doesn't seem to be colored. It might have picked up this color after 3 years, but it might be. You know, they might add a light caramel color application. Does it have flavoring? I don't know. They don't claim it does. But you know what? You don't have to disclose it with American blended whiskey. Just like Canadian blended. You could add coloring, don't have to disclose it. So I'm going to have to be careful, because if I glance, I'm going to know, because of the by virtue of the Clubhouse being darker. Now, will I be able to tell them apart in aroma and flavor? Oh, yeah, because the Clubhouse smells unpleasant. And the Kentucky Gold just smells dull. And then it tastes strange, like honeydew melon. Like, you drink whiskey, it's supposed to taste like honeydew melon? No, it isn't. But that's why the man on the video with whiskey.com says, oh, if the whiskey doesn't come out right, we just put it in our blended whiskey. Ha, 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 you laughed. But it seems to be verified, because all the Heaven Hill blended brands seem aberrant in some way. All the ones I've tried is like, I don't know, there's something wrong with this whiskey. That's why it's in the blended whiskey, and that's why it's $8.99 a bottle or less, because something's wrong with it. Now, Sazerac, they would never say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a real button-down company. You know, they keep everything close to the vest. And they'll talk about their blended whiskeys like it's some great thing, you know, like, oh, yes, Barton American blended whiskey, the exquisite flavor that the trained whiskey drinker looks for $5.99 a bottle when he's stumbling around the dark corners of America's cities. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Sazerac is going to approach all their brands like they're just the greatest. Same with Diageo, you know. Well, Diageo got rid of all their cheap brands. They sold them to Sazerac. Okay, that's that's Clubhouse. All right. Because ain't no whiskey supposed to smell like lemon and lime juice mix. You know, you get the little plastic bottles of lemon juice and lime. Ain't supposed to smell like that. Why? Oh, why would you ever flavor a whiskey to smell like Hawaiian Punch, lemon lime, and some strange wood extract? It's in the wood barrel for 4 years. You say, yeah, but that barrel might have been used for 100 years. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. You don't have to add wood. Why would you add wood flavor? Where do I go? Who do I turn to? Why do I do this to me? Okay, now this one just smells like old corn that you made a mash with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you distilled it. It's like distilled corn thing. Product. Some wood, yeah, a little wood. Not too much char, no. A little, actually, a little, very little, like tiny little bit. And there's a little flowers, like the dried flowers, like seriously. Now, is it exquisite and erudite? No, it's basic. Oh, I'm telling you right now, something ain't right over here. It smells like citrus. You know what it smells like? Like if you take an orange peel and you do like that with it, and some of that orange peel juice squirts out, or it's almost like a mist that comes out. That's what that smells like. I mean, come on, man. What did they use? Orange? Maybe it is orange or tangerine instead of lemon and lime. Maybe they use that. They call it orange essence because they take those orange peels and they smash them down, probably, and then all that juice comes out. Like, who in the world eats orange peels? Nobody. But That's the most unusual whiskey in the world. I remember you mentioning mixing whiskey and eggnog. For some reason, it just doesn't blend well when I try it. I don't like the pre-made alcoholic eggnog. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. It wasn't going to mix correctly. I thought about doing it, but I was like, man, I tried to do a chilada. It came out terrible. I could never get it mixed right. But these companies got these machines and they're calibrated perfectly and they can just blend it all, and they got so much time because they're so large scale, they're economies of scale. And so they can just get it perfect, and then sometimes maybe it doesn't come out perfect. So they dump it. They can afford it, keep doing it. So if you went to their plant in Philadelphia for Pennsylvania Dutch, you'd probably be overwhelmed by how huge it is. I did read an online thing where a guy did take a tour, but they were saying, don't use your camera, don't take notes. And he said he was taking mental notes. It's like they're so secretive. He said it was really a strange experience, but he said it was really interesting. And he said it's huge, and they got these rooms where they age everything, and they got the blending rooms where they doing, I'm sure, the eggnog, and all their cordials, because that's what that company mainly, they do everything, but they mainly focus on cordials. That's where their big money comes from. All right. I know already. I don't even have to look at the tag. I don't even know why I have tags on these glasses because there's no need with the dark. So this is smell. It's a loser already in smell. It just smells too strange. It's not even a good smell. It's just a bizarre smell. I can kind of take it. I'm like Animal Mother. I can hack it. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hack it. All right. Golly, here we go with the taste. Wish me the best. Oh, that hurt. That's like some strange off-brand candy. Like some cheap corn syrup candy. And some bizarre oak extract. I think that's what they're using, oak extract, because they use that in the Triple Crown. They say it on the website. Oak extract. You can buy it. I saw it on Google. You can buy it from these homebrew companies. Make your own product. Buy some oak extract. But I think you got to buy like a train car full of it. So it's not really homebrew. It's just for companies that make whiskey, I guess. Yeah, that's right. You can't buy a little bottle. I think you got to buy like a train load. So no, it's not going to really work. Now this one, man, that thing, I got to drink this whole liter. Oh man, these are not going to be taste challenges. These are going to be taste fiascos. You want to watch about 10 taste fiascos? Well, they're coming. Oh man, unfortunately. How could I call it a taste challenge? It ain't going to be a challenge. Well, this just tastes like straight up Heaven Hill blended whiskey. It's got a rather harsh corn liquor flavor, a slight bourbon flavor, that's strange, but not too pronounced here this time. Strange honeydew melon underbody, but not so bad with the gold. But the gold is just bland. I said that the first time I tried it. This is so bland. It's like no character. They should call it Kentucky Vacant, or Kentucky Vapid. There ain't nothing happening here. You say, why would you buy it? Well, I bought it for curiosity. I wasn't expecting much, and luckily, it turned out right. I didn't get much. What did I pay? $3.99. Oh, this is. They buy it to mix, man. Like you're talking about getting off of work. These people get off of work at 6 a.m. They go to that little convenience store on Louisiana Highway 30, Nicholson by LSU. They buy a bottle and they go home and mix it with RC Cola and they drink it while they're watching the news or Tom and Jerry cartoons trying to calm down from work. And that's the truth. You say, well, that sounds like a pretty dismal appreciation of the product. It is a dismal appreciation of the product because that's what the products are, dismal, dreary, and depressing. Yeah, it has some weird pepper flavor too. like pepper. Yeah, like why would a whiskey taste like black pepper? I don't know. So if dismal, dreary, and depressing is your game, these two products can be part of your game plan. And even more so the Clubhouse. You say, what Clubhouse would ever serve it? That's a great question. I have no good answer. Now, the Clubhouse gin, it had a weird flavor taste to it, like they added lemon lime, but it tasted good. The Clubhouse gin actually tasted and smelled good. It didn't smell correct. You know what I'm saying? Like gin should not smell and taste like that, but it was still good. The Clubhouse rum, it's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just okie dokie. But this thing, this is like a pig that don't fly right. This is a hussa. You know, I don't like it. Oh, I think it's going to take the whole run of these taste challenges to ever even pin down what that flavor is. Like, I'm going to keep thinking, what is this flavor? Natural flavors. Natural flavors. What is it? Well, I don't know what it is, but it is. I should put it on the Some Bizarre show on Night Flight in 1981 to tell you in 1982, if you want to be honest. Erg or Music War. This is too much. If Klaus Nami would have. All right, anyway, I'm ending this fiasco, this tragedy, this horror show. Did I really expect it to be better than what it is? No, I didn't. I woke up this morning and said, well, let me just get through it. I know it's going to be bad. I just don't realize, I don't know how bad it's going to be. It actually turned out worse than I had believed. Because the Clubhouse, I'm saying C-. I may have to reevaluate. It ain't going to go up. It ain't going to go up. It might come up. You know, if I sip on this, it might come back up. But the score ain't going to go up. It's funny, though, because a lot of people watching these videos would be like, if I ever see Clubhouse, I'm buying it because I got to see what that's like. I know I'm the same way. If when people talk about it, it's so monstrously bad, it's monstrously bad. Like it's beyond any imagination you could ever have about a product. Like the Camo beers, the Black Ice and the Camo Silver, all that. Yeah, I was thinking this might be bad. It was way worse than I was ever dreaming it could be. So when you see it, you're like, I gotta try this, you know, and then you say, oh no, it's even worse than he said. So there is a morbid curiosity with some of these things, and these are definitely in the morbid curiosity realm. So thanks for watching this video production, for what that's worth. And I'm gonna be back tomorrow, God willing, with another tragic adventure.